Today we're going to talk about conditional formatting on Excel. So we're going to see several options about conditional formatting, which can be very useful to see your data in a better way. So let's go into Excel right now. So as you can see, in Excel, I have storage management there with a kind of, I don't know, like 100 lines or something, with a designation, the warehouse where my material is, the category, the storage, minimum storage, and to order or not to order. This is the first cell I'm going to start with. I want to know if I have to order or no my storage. So I'm just going to make a quick calculations, which is if this value is under this value, then order, or else do nothing. So I'm just going to drag and drop this, and here I have, you can see here I have 21 in storage and 32 in minimum, so I need to order this particular reference. So the thing is, this is the first option I'm gonna start with now, which is conditional formatting on a text value. So what I'm gonna do is, first of all, select my order column, so I have all my range where I'm going to apply my conditional formatting. Then I go straight into conditional formatting right here, and I'm going to ask for a new rule. And you have to go into classic, and the option you're looking for is format only cells that contain. This might be slightly different on if you're working on Windows, but here you have specific text containing, and that's perfect because I'm just going to put order. And as you can see, when I press OK, all my orders are now in red. The good thing is with that is, let's try an example here. Let's say this material has been consumed with time, and now I only have 20, so I'm going to have less than the minimum. As you can see, my function is working, and order is written now in red exactly as I want to. So it's very visual. I can check right now directly. I can check directly, sorry, what I have to order. Now, the second thing we're going to do is put another conditional formatting, this time on minimum storage, which is going to be a formula. So it should be at the same place than order, the same row, because I'm going to ask Excel to put the cells which are minimum, which are under, sorry, the storage in minimum storage to be in red. So the thing I'm going to do is go to conditional formatting, and here you have a few rules. And what we're going to do is use the first one here. So you have many, many rules. I can't go through all of them, but I'm giving you a broad view. So you can choose if this one is greater than, because if the minimum is greater than the actual storage, so you have to order it. And I'm going to ask this to be greater than, and here I'm going to click on my storage. I can't write it because it's changing at every line. And here, as you can see, you have dollars. This is something I need to delete for the dollar in front of the row, because if I keep it, this will compare all of my values to the storage 426, which I don't want to. So when I press OK, as we can see, we're comparing the right thing at every row. So we have 21 and 32 is to order. And as you can see, I have my red also here next to order. So I can put both. I can put just one of them, but I'm going to make a try. But actually, if I change this one to, let's say, 20 again, it says order, everything goes red. So that's perfect. The next thing we're going to do is so I'm going to first make some calculations, which is, first of all, getting the cities. So I'm just going to get the warehouses here, and I'm just getting, because I'm going to look for some informations focused on the warehouse. I'm coming back to conditional formatting, don't worry about this. And I'm going to make, what do I want to do? I want to count how much stock quantity I have in my warehouse. So I'm going to make a sumif. Made a video about this if you're interested. Sumif, and I'm going to ask him in warehouse if you see Ren, so those are French cities, you count one. I have a problem, it's not working. Criteria, sum if, oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to sum something, so I'm gonna sum the storage there. So every time he sees something in Ren, he just takes the value in storage and adds it so you can see how much stuff you have. This data is not very useful because it's really depending on what kind of business you're in. Like if you're really depending on the business, definitely, but it's just for the example. And I'm just going to put some quantity of storage here, and I'm going to transform this into a table. This is mainly to sort easily my data after. So back to conditional formatting. Now what I want to do is show you a few options you can have, which are, if I go into Home, Conditional Formatting, color scales. Color scales are very useful because you can put some data like this, and you have like the highest data here, highest value is green, the lowest value is red. When you're talking about storage, you want mostly the opposites. So you want to put this kind of scale where you have the red, and you can see that you have much storage here in red, for example, and less in Bordeaux, etc. The last one I want to show you about this in this menu is data bars, which is very useful. The last one for this part, sorry, we're going to see another one after. And you can just put those data bars, oh, sorry, I must delete my rules. So clear rules from selected cells, so I don't have any more. And if I put data bar here, as you can see, my scale is done by herself, and I can ask him for a descending order. So I have all the cities with how much stuff I have, and it's very, very, very easy to read in this table. We're going to make a last example, and this time I'm going to get not the warehouses, but the categories. So I'm going to use the function unique again, and I'm just going to copy paste this right next to it, or I couldn't put some table after otherwise. So category, here we go. And we did this. And the thing I'm going to do now is count how much references I have in each category. So I'm going to put number of references here. And what I'm going to ask is count if category. And this time I just need to give him the criteria, which is going to be packaging. So I have 24 in packaging. And as you can see, I have all my values for category. Same as earlier, I'm going to put a table right here with headers. And the last one I'm going to use, the last conditional formatting I'm going to use for this video is the one with the highest and the lowest value. I want to see right away which category has more references and which has less. So this is in this menu, top bottom rows, and you can ask for the top 10 items. This is weird because it tells you the top 10. I only have 5 items, so I don't want every item to be red. So I'm just going to ask for the top one here. We can change it actually. It's not in the title of the rule, but we can change how much we want for the top values. And I'm going to ask it to be green because it can be a good thing to have lots of values. And I'm going to use exactly the same, but for the bottom 10, and I'm just going to use the bottom one, which is in red. This is exactly what I want. And now what I can do here, if I want, is sort them by ascending, and I have where I have the less and where I have the most per category. That's it for me today. Thank you so much for following the video. You can subscribe, check my other videos about Excel, and also tell me if you want any subject I could make a video about on this channel. Thank you, and see you later, guys.